Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking for a productive play on first down. Handoff from the gun. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
On second down, he'll fire. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Powers through the defender. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. Makes one man miss. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Baxter. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it on the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that could hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for room. It's Baxter.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Quickly complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Going up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Skips away from pressure. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Calls his own number. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll run it to the right side. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air. It's Ewers. Gets it out fast. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Red pass, it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Quarterback will audible. Fast motion from the offense. A first down run in the red zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Looking for a man. It's Ewers. He's got it. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man, it's Henderson. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Alabama trying to hold this lead and run out the clock. At the 15, he's loose. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
On the move at the 30. And he's running in the open. And
GG's, gang.
Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You've got a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bolden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for space. It's Baxter. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll...
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Makes the grab over the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Catch in the middle. It's Baxter. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. behind the line. It's golden. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass. Now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quarterback checking the play. He'll throw on third down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blue. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Looking to the end zone. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Ewers. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll try the outside to the left. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third and goal coming up here. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Picked off. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Dogs. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Trying to get to it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way.
Get stretched with the 100
Irritation is on high, my brother.
with the
Irritation is on high.
haters start scared with the money. I'm coming.
Hey, I appreciate it, bros. You know what I'm saying? I started a little late, but, you know, doing what I can. Doing what I can.
Today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Oh yeah, man, I've came back before, dog. It was just that's the second game in a row that Quinn Ewers played like a bitch.
The Longhorns will kick it away first. And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely planning on seeing you again, my boy.
A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with an end around. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And RD, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just
Hey, I feel it, dog. I'm trying to be one of those too, for real.
In motion, they put them all over the place. They put them in motion and give them the football. Just find ways to get your playmakers the football and get the football to him in space where he can do damage like he did on this play.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Orji. The throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a reverse. Runs through the tackle. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. That's reeled in. It's Loveland. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. The run to the left. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They run the reverse. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Looking to throw. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Comes out throwing on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Wants to throw on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, he wants to go deep. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. The defense can't keep playing like that.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top by one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And
the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Back to throw, it's Orji. Looking for a huge play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He's looking to throw it. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's got great speed. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football farm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the 2nd half. Get this run game step.
And he's got it at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Throws for the tight end. Makes a catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Dances away from the heat. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blue. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Looking for a deep man. And that pass is intercepted.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tackled, but he has a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Using his legs to buy some time. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Caught over the middle. It's golden. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. Fires on the move. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Touch pass on the run. Touchdown Longhorns! They jump on top here in OT. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Oh, it's a reverse. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can hand them the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up. Hand him the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury time.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Now looking to throw back to the middle. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, y'all, I'm about to hop right back on. I'm finna go to Call of Duty. I'm glad I won. Shit was finna get real irritating for a second. Not even gonna cap. I appreciate y'all watching. Let's say it. Never understated, always underestimated. Is Vegas underrated? Peace.